back for another video. It is Monday. My not so favorite day of the week. But we're here. And I'm on my way home, thank the Lord. Traffic is moving, thank the Lord. I got kind of caught up today, y'all. Trying to get my ass out the door, but you know, it's very busy at work. So I was trying to get some things wrapped up so tomorrow can be like a easy breezy type of day. So yeah, I like my job, but some days it get on my damn nerves. But for the part, I like my job. I like my job. I like my boss. Some of the people that I work with, I like. But I mean, that's like any job. But nevertheless, let's go ahead and get into a video. This is not going to be a very long video because you guys know I am going to go live later. But I ran across this and I wanted to kind of talk about it on my way back in. Because y'all know usually I like to listen to my music on the way home. But I said, oh, let me share a little time with my caramelians and some of the people hiding in the bushes that are haters, okay? Because we know the Scots, they be listening, child, because they are haters of the Melometers and those that support Mel. But we're going to talk about it. Let me go ahead and do my disclaimer right quick. Everything said in the video is alleged and in my opinion and is used for fair use and entertainment, okay? So thank you all for being here so far. I see a lot of you guys are still coming in. I appreciate you guys. Hopefully you had a very good day at work, very stress-free day at work, and a happy Monday. And again, happy Mother's Day to all of the mothers out there. Yes, girl. Oh, hold on. Let's see. Okay, so we got the live chat up. Hi. I'm trying to make sure everything is working right, child. Okay, there we go. Hello. I see y'all coming in. Hey, Crystal, Amos. Hi, dear. Hello, and everybody coming in. So let's go ahead and get into it. This is not going to be a very, very long live. I just want to kind of touch bases on something right. And then I will later for our official live, okay? Hello. Silver Rose. Hey, Silver Rose, and everybody joining. All right, so we got 43 watches so far. All right, let's get into it. So Marsau Scott, you guys, if you guys saw my description, you know what we're going to be talking about. I'm not sure what's going on with Marsau Scott. He seems to be having such a hard-on for the Melometers now. I'm seeing, as you guys know, episode aired Saturday night. A lot of you guys are on the blackout, and that is your choice. As content creators, it is our prerogative to bring you guys the news and updates on what's going on with the show, Love and Marriage Huntsville. Okay, so Marsau Scott, he has attacked and he has said some very not so nice things about the Melometers again. I don't know what the hell is wrong with him. So he sends like another little message, okay, to the Melometers, y'all. Check this out. Marsau says that the Melometers are deplorable, brainless, foolish people who spend all of their money on Melody, making her a billionaire. Now that sounds like a little hate there to me, if you ask me, because the Scots have all of them have wanted to be in the position that Mel and Marcel have used to be in, that Mel and Marcel was in when they were together. Now y'all know that when the show first started, of course, the Scots, I think that they've always had their hooks in trying to be the star of the show and kind of trying to boot Mel and Marcel from being on their spot, so that they could take their spot to be in the top spot, okay? Tisha and Marsau, I think they wanted to be another rep added as well. Marcel just kind of tagged along, but when you saw Melody, you saw Marcel whenever they were doing their appearances, whatever. So Tisha and Marsau now are trying to do appearances, but Marsau seems to be very bothered for some odd reason by those that support Melody, because they're not getting that support. And I think that it's really starting to get to him, because this is like the second or third time I've heard him come for the Melometers in terms of saying certain things that I feel sounds a little bit like hate. When he went live to talk about the Melometers and that they're not welcome at Black, and if you see them in Black, he's going to put them out. How he was, you know, calling them names and went into the whole people dumb. Like, first of all, you can't call anybody dumb, Marsau. Check with your wife, okay? How many flyers do she have to put out before she can get it right? Let's go there. We're not going to sit up and call people dumb. Your wife, who likes to brag and say she's got all these degrees, and I'm not debunking the fact that she may have them. Okay, it's plenty of people with degrees that are not street smart and that are not book smart. They just breeze through. I mean, hell, especially if they get them online, then a lot of time they do cheat. Which we know Tisha Honey, she does have some issues with spelling, as Marsau tried to check somebody on his live for their spelling. When your wife has to put out two to three flyers when she's doing an event in order to get it right because she cannot seem to spell easy words. Okay, so let's go there if we want to go there. But let's go back to this message that Marsau had to say. So episode 2 of Love and Marriage Huntsville of season 8, Marsau, when he goes to visit Marcel, he says to Marcel, as he's trying to check him about steady coming for Mel, he's telling Marcel not to continue to do that because all you're doing is giving them leadway over you, and you're never going to be able to outsmart or maybe outdo Melody and her supporters, meaning that she has a lot of supporters and you really can't come up against her supporters, Marcel. So he's pretty much trying to tell him, like, bow out gracefully, because every time you do that, her supporters are going to always overpower you. But what he said was that Melody's supporters are / her Melometers are deplorable, brainless, foolish people who spend all of their money on Melody, making her a billionaire. I don't know if she's a billionaire yet. She's headed there. If she continues in the way that she's going, she's definitely headed to billionaire status, okay? He goes on to say, let's continue. He goes on to say, he says, go on. This is him ranting. Now, mind you, he's supposed to be talking to Marcel, talking some sense into Marcel, but out of the blue, he does this crazy rant. And I don't even think he realized that he went into this rant of speaking to and or speaking against Melody's supporters. He says, go on. Buy her t-shirts. Buy all of her t-shirts. I don't care. That was him. And that was in the manner that he said it in. And I said, hold up, Marsau. Because you tried to last season come against Mel and say some things against Mel about her doing t-shirts, when you too are doing t-shirts, and every scene that we see you in on Love and Marriage Huntsville, you have on a black t-shirt because you're promoting it. So why are you trying to criticize her for doing the very same thing that you're doing? You're just not getting the same feedback. You're not getting the same response as she's getting when she promotes her t-shirts and her merch. You were trying to make it sound bad that she's out here selling t-shirts, but all of her stuff sell out like as soon as it hits the airwaves, as soon as it hits the internet, her stuff sell out. Could it be that you are jealous and or mad that your merch is not selling out as quickly and that way as Melody's stuff is? So for you to go into this rant and start yelling and hollering on TV about, go ahead, buy up her t-shirts, go ahead and do this, I don't care. Like, what was that? That sounds like a child that's pouting because they can't get their way, or because they are feeling a way about something that they can't control. What is it? Is that not weird? Is that not weird? Of course people are going to support her. Of course people are going to support her. What is it to you is my question, Marsau. What is it to you? It sounds like a deflection of some sort. Because they've been trying to be famous and they've been trying to be real millionaires since this show began, okay? That's real talk. The Scotts have been trying to be real millionaires and to be important individuals, business people, business-minded people as well, since the show began. And Marsau, you like to say that Mel likes to throw things up against the wall. You guys have been doing that for quite some time, and everything that you guys put your hands to do, it ends in a lawsuit. I haven't heard Melody being in any lawsuits business-wise. The only time she's been in court or in any type of lawsuit was where her ex-husband, Marcel, has taken her to court to take her children away and to try to get child support and or spousal support from her when the mother ain't even paying child support. Let's just be real. I haven't heard of Melody being sued by anyone from not receiving their merch whenever they swipe their credit cards and or punch the credit card in to purchase any of her merch or anything that she sold. We heard that from Stormy. I mean, shout out to Queen Sheba. Queen Sheba said that she still ain't got her shit back from when she ordered and tried to support a black business through Stormy. She still ain't got her shit back from Stormy. Shout out to Queen Sheba. So these are the types of people, fraudulent people as well, that we're talking about, who seem to be hating on a black woman, single mother now of 4 children that she has to support. By that, hey, if that means that she got to sell some merch, some t-shirts, if that means she got to sell some sweatshirts, some lip gloss, some lipstick, some stuff through J Bowling, whatever Melody touches, you guys know she gonna sell out of the shit. You already know that. You already know that. She just has the gift of gab, and it seems like it bothers Marsau, who likes to always try to downplay everything that Melody does. I mean, I feel like it's low-key hate there. That's what it's giving me. It's giving me that there's some low-key hate there. Because how you gonna criticize me and then turn around and put on your merch and hop your ass on national television wanting people to see your t-shirts? I don't think a lot of people be buying them black t-shirts, quiet as kept. I really don't. I think that's why he's mad and on TV yelling and carrying on like he is. You look stupid, Marsau. Let me just go ahead and say that. You look stupid. You look like a complete fool. You're trying to say that Melody supporters, let's go back to the words that you used, because those were very, very crazy words that you used there. The very direct words. You said that they are deplorable. Do you even know what that word means? Brainless. It's brainless for a motherfucker to be married for 18 years and to still be out having threesomes with people that they don't know on the internet when there are certain diseases out there that you can't get rid of, or the 3-letter word that begins with A. That you would be out here doing those things when you have a family and a wife at home. That's brainless. If we want to go there. If we want to talk about what's brainless is to go to school, to go to college all those years and not be able to pass, to have to keep dropping out and going back to college. That's a waste of time. That's brainless. It took you a very long time to graduate to get an administrative degree as a contractor. That's brainless. You really wanted to go to school for to be a contractor, but I don't think you were smart enough. You like to talk in circles like you're smart enough, Marsau, but you're really not. I'm here today to let you know you're not. A lot of the things that you do are not smart. Hence the reason you're sitting in a $5 million lawsuit right now, because you think that you can always outsmart other people and overtalk people and talk in circles and talk and you know, you're not the smartest person in the room. Maurice is not the smartest person in the room. Y'all think, all y'all Scott brothers think that y'all are the smartest, but you're not. You give bitch boy vibes. That's what I call them. Moist individuals. Moist bitch ass boys. I know y'all gonna be mad about it. But what the fuck are you gonna do about it? That's my question. I'll give you 2 options. Not a damn thing. Option 2, not a motherfucking thing. Pick one. It's the same shit. Woo, child. Pick 1 or 2. I mean, shit. What you gonna do about it? You're not the smartest person in the room. So to be a hater, and to make it that plain is weird vibes. Very, very weird vibes. Why would you hate on a single woman who is out here getting it on her own? She ain't asking Marcel for shit. She could have asked him for child support. But she knew the nigga was sorry like that and she wasn't gonna never see it. So that was a waste of her time. So she chose not to waste her time and get out here and get it and do what she needed to do. Melody knew that she could bounce back and be exactly where she is right now without Marcel. And the fact is, the nigga is mad because she don't need him. Okay? When a person feel like that they're not needed, it bothers them. Marcel is mad because he is not needed. He's no longer needed by Melody. And everything that she has and has acquired since she left him, she got it on her own. And he can't attach himself to it and say that he did it. But you guys are so stupid. The Scott brothers are so stupid. You guys coerced him into doing the shit. Not realizing that whenever she cut him off, you guys are cut off as well. Okay? Because y'all know how Melody's cut off. Ask Kiki. Ask Kiki how Melody's cutoff game is. Baby, she couldn't. Everybody getting the scissors. Everybody getting the scissors. Tisha, you been had the scissors. Kimmy, you been had the scissors. She's just being cordial. Melody been gave y'all these shits here. She been cut y'all out of her life. Period. That's on Periana. Yeah. But let's get back into this. Because I got to thinking about this. I said, why would one hate so much? Why would one have that much anger and animosity towards a woman? I never see him have that energy towards a man. Marsau has that energy towards a woman. But when you got a little bitch in you, whatever's in you comes out of you. If you got bitch in you, bitch is going to come out of you. Marsau. Y'all know I like to be raw. I don't be caring about feelings over here. We don't care about feelings. Feelings, we don't care about that. Whatever's in you will come out of you. So if you got bitch boy behavior in you, you got the BBBs, that will come out of you. And it stays seeping out of you every time you open your mouth, Marsau. Okay? From the way you talk to your wife to the way that you disrespect women. It gives bitch boy moist vibes from you, sir. Okay? It just does. You didn't like when Stormy called you a bitch. You know why? That bothered you deeply. It hurt you deeply to the point to where you kept telling her you wanted her to apologize. But why would I apologize for something that I mean? She meant that. She said it again on this past episode. She said, I called him a bitch, and I meant it. I still feel like I mean that he's a bitch, even though I apologized to appease him. But bottom line, I still feel like he's a bitch. She said it. Why would you ask somebody to apologize for something that they mean? I don't be apologizing just willy-nilly. Apologize to you, I really meant that shit. Like, I really meant that if I apologize to you. I'm not wasting my time to apologize to you to appease you because your feelings are hurt. If I said that, I stand in it. I said it with my chest. Like, I meant it. Like, and if you're waiting on an apology, move on with your life because I'm not doing it. If I called you a bitch, whether to your face, wherever, 9 times out of 10 in that moment, I meant it. So because I changed moments, my feelings of how I felt in that moment will not change. You still gonna be a bitch. You a bitch over there, you're gonna be a bitch over here, and if I go back there, you're gonna be a bitch back there. Is that harsh? Is that harsh, y'all? I'm sorry. Well, no, I'm not sorry, shit. I think Marsau is mad. Okay, his t-shirt's not selling. We already said it. I think he's mad because his t-shirts aren't selling. I feel like he's mad because everything that he and Tisha put their hands to do is not successful like that. And they're not able to be successful on their own. All of their expos have had to be helped through and pushed through Carlos. They don't have connections like Melody. They don't have the business know-how to do things and to orchestrate things and to make them successful, to have successful events. You see how Mel pull off an event? She just had a Mother's Day brunch. Beautiful. Go and look at the actual pictures and stuff that they released. Beautiful venue, beautiful decorations. Everything just moved like clockwork. I didn't see Carlos' name on that. I didn't see her shouting out Carlos, saying, Carlos, thanks for the shout out. Thanks for, helping me put this event together. Tisha and them, they gotta have Carlos there to help with the event. He gotta call the people to say, hey, y'all, please come to this event. The cameras are gonna be there. Just, promising them camera time so that people will show up. Their last expo was not that successful. And coincidentally, they had to use that shit for a storyline. Just to be relevant. But you mad at Melody because she don't need anybody? And that she's able to orchestrate everything on her own? And it always turns out to be successful? So now the people that support her in her success, let's go back. Because these words, I was just like, this motherfucker's crazy. So the people who support this woman are deplorable? Why? Because we spend her children's father refuses to pay child support to support her children. Okay? We do it out of the kindness of our heart. We don't have to support, but we do it, one, because we believe in her. We support her as a single black mother. Okay? We sympathize with her for the things that she's been through and continue to go through with Marcel. Okay, we see that she's giving back. We see that she's sincere. She's genuine. I can get behind that as a woman. I can get behind somebody like that. Okay. So he calls them brainless, deplorable, foolish people who spend all of their money on Melody, making her a billionaire. You just spoke that into existence for her, Marsau. I mean, I don't always like to go biblically, but the Bible does say, speak those things that are not as though they were. She's not a billionaire yet. She's getting there. So you, as a hater, just spoke billionaire status into this woman by running your mouth, hating on this person, Marsau. I keep saying people gonna learn to stop putting other people's name and business in their mouth. If you could just shut your mouth sometimes. Maybe she wasn't ready to be a billionaire yet, but you just spoke that into her life, you dummy. So if you're hating on her as a millionaire, which we all know she is right now, oh my God, are you gonna drive off a fucking cliff when she announces that she's a billionaire? Is that gonna so much that you finally leave Tisha? Because you're barely there anyway. You're hanging on by a thread now. You're really gonna need some therapy. It's kind of funny a little bit to me. Oh my God. The hate is so real. Now, here's mad at Melody. Of course, like I said, Melody is the breakout star. Marsau wants to be the breakout star so bad, but you don't have star quality. People don't like you. You're not likable. You have to be a likable person first and foremost to be a breakout star. To be in Melody's status. You have to be likable. Melody is very likable. Now, she'll check a bitch. Don't get it wrong. Like she did Kiki when Kiki was like, oh, I know I'm not the favorite person or the person that you would want to sit and talk to right now. And Melody was like, like, you got that right, bitch. But let's get back to what we were talking about. That's what she was letting Kiki know. Like, go ahead and gaslight, baby, so I can go ahead and cut you off, because that's what this meeting was about. Go ahead and finish gaslighting me, because I'm getting ready to go ahead and give your ass the scissors as well, while you're running around telling people that I'm not a great friend when, bitch, I paid for your plane ticket for you to take your ass home. I would consider that a great friend. I consider that a great friend. Okay? A great friend is her giving $5,000, $6,000 to a bitch to turn around and talk shit about her and link up with her ex-husband that's no longer friends with her anymore. I call that a good friend. I don't know a lot of good friends that's doing shit like that. A good friend, Marsau, is somebody who allow you to drive their car, bitch, when yours is broke down, and allow you to stay in her townhome so that you can have a great place to film, or a decent place to film, being on this show. Because where y'all used to stay prior to where you stay now was not a great place to film. It was not presentable enough. Y'all would have looked poor on the show. Remember, y'all were telling us that y'all were millionaires. Remember? You wanted us to believe y'all were millionaires. So Melody allowed you guys to stay in her townhome. Nice townhome, too. So that you guys could keep up this persona of being millionaires when we all know the shit was fake as fuck. We knew that. But we went along with it because, you know, y'all needed a storyline. We could look at y'all and tell that y'all want millionaires. First of all, millionaires don't have to announce their wealth. You just see it. I think people need to realize that. And I think people that come from nothing, when they finally start to acquire things, and from what Carlos is paying y'all, I don't think y'all are millionaires. I'm just saying that shit. Now, you may be millionaires by way of loans, and I said that before, because Tisha does take out a lot of loans. She just took out one in January. I'm hearing that she took out another one in March. I don't know how the fuck she's doing it. Somebody's manipulating numbers. I said it. They're using their businesses that they have and their LLCs in order to manipulate numbers, allegedly. I'll say allegedly, and maybe hypothetically, and maybe. Shit, because I you know, I feel like that's going on. I feel like there's some manipulation of numbers. I feel like there's some undercut, some under table shit being done, and a lot of that was uncovered in your Zen Garden deposition, Marsau. Remember when you kept saying, I can't answer that, I can't answer that? You didn't want to answer that because you didn't want to perjure yourself, because you knew you had already lied in your deposition. Because that's the type of people you guys are. Marcel is a liar as well. So for you to think that you could take your ass up over there and check him on something when your ass needs to be checked is very laughable. But let's continue. But he is definitely mad because Melody is the breakout star on her own. He was already mad at the position that he and that Marcel and Melody held when the two of them were married. They didn't like the fact that the two of them were the breakout star of the show. So when Melody left Marcel, she just took on that whole mantle by herself. And that's another reason that Marcel is upset, because that bumped him down to be in the bottom feeder section as the Scots. So people kind of see him really below the Scots. They really don't want to see his ass on the show. So he was up here when he was with Melody. Being with Melody is what made him. Being with Melody put him in the top spot. When Melody divorced him, it dropped his ass all the way down to the fucking bottom. To where nobody looks at him as that dude no more. And that bothers him. That's why he's still begging her to come back. That's why he's still crying. That's why he's still fucking with her. Because he's feeling like he can just harass her into coming back to him. And you got motherfuckers that's crazy like that. I'm going to harass you until you just can't take it no more. And you're going to come running back. But thank God Melody has a very strong mind. She's a very prayerful individual. She does not fall for the okie doke like that, Marcel. And it's crazy for you to even think that that shit will work. Crazy. Psycho. Insane. Deranged. Those are words that I think of when I think of Marsau and Marcel. And a little bit of Maurice as well. Because Maurice likes to come off as being this suave, debonair type individual who's so smart. But he's a very sneaky individual as well. In all the words that I just named. He carries those traits as well. He's a bitch boy too. He just haven't realized it yet. His wife has. She won't tell him that because she knows that she has to stroke his ego or she will be ousted. Just like, or maybe reprimanded. That's a great word. Because they do reprimand their wives. She can't tell Maurice that he's a bitch boy. She knew he was a bitch boy when she had to put his name on her house. She knew that he was a bitch boy when he got himself locked up in this lawsuit that she's going to have to put up a loan or put up her house for in order to help pay this particular lawsuit off and or get lawyers to fight it because they're not going to be able to afford it. They're going to have to put their businesses up and get some loans. Kimmy, your house going to have to be put up for collateral for this lawsuit that your husband have got you in the middle of, okay, by way of marriage. All right, but Marsau is mad, like I said, that Maurice is being sued indeed by the bloggers, and he's pissed, okay, that they stand to lose every fucking thing that they have, which is really almost nothing. The little bit that they do have, the little bit that they are bragging about, they're going to be standing to lose that in this lawsuit. Tisha and Marsau, they're standing to lose everything that they own because they put everything on the line, including Black, okay, and Tisha's LLC business in order to fight this lawsuit, in order to get the job with Zen Garden. Let's start there. In order for them to have gotten the job with Zen Garden, Zen would not work with them unless they put something up for collateral. Tisha's LLC business, including Black, was put up for collateral. So when they lose this lawsuit, they stand to lose Black, and they also stand to lose Tisha's LLC business as well. So I think that your frustration really is not towards the Melometers. I think that the frustration is the behind the scenes stuff that's going on with you guys. Because you know when a person is really stressed out about their own shit, a lot of times it's a deflection and a lashing out towards other people who really haven't done anything to you. The hatred for them begins to come out because of your frustration of what you're dealing with behind the scenes. So when you get on our TVs, okay, and we're seeing you going there and you're acting that, you know, acting like there's really nothing wrong. I don't even know how they sleep at night with the type of debt that they have. It's crazy. It's crazy to me how Marsau and Tisha and them sleep at night with the level of debt that they have. But they are great pretenders. Very great pretenders. And act out the way that you did. In the way that you did. That's a deflection of the frustration that you're dealing with behind the scenes in terms of the debt that you guys are incurring behind the scenes. Okay, that's what it is. I figured that shit out. Y'all are frustrated as fuck over there. You're spending more than you're bringing in. You're trying to figure out how you're going to pay off a $5 million debt. Maurice has a bigger debt that he is now facing through a lawsuit. And he doesn't have anything to show for in order to fight this lawsuit. And that's going to really, really break you down and humble you in a way that you've never been humbled. And that's really what this lawsuit is about. It's about humbling you. If $5 million don't humble you, I don't know what will. Oh, yeah. Definitely. Definitely. That's why Tisha said, oh, our lawsuit is nothing for the TVs. It's not for television. It's absolutely for television, bitch. The more you talk about it, the less frustrated you're going to get. The more you talk about your lawsuits, the less. And the fact that you continue to not talk about it and you're all up in Sonny and Moses' business, talking about their relationship when you know yours is trash, that's another laughable moment. To me, it is. To me, it is. We've yet to see your reality on screen. We know it off screen because we pull your shit up. We've yet to see your reality on screen. We see more of your reality off screen, and that's another frustration for you guys, Marsau. That is why you hate the Melometers, because we're smart. Because we know how to pull up your lawsuits. We know how to expose you for the liars and the cheaters and the pretenders that you guys are. So it frustrates you, and that makes us be deplorable, brainless, foolish people who spend our money on what the fuck we want to spend it on, while y'all got to spend your money on lawsuits. That has to be very frustrating. But anywho, that's really what I wanted to talk about. When I saw that, I said, wow, that's very laughable that Marsau would make that comment about people who he really don't know. I think it's upsetting to them that Melody has the support that she has and they don't. And the fact that you fight her supporters the way that you do further makes you not have the support that you really want. Did Tisha try to create a T crew? It ain't there, baby. You're not likable. Your attitude sucks. You're not a people person, and you're a mean girl. And you're very male identified as well, Tisha, just like your mother, which makes women who is Mel's biggest supporters not like you. So no, they're not going to support black. They're not going to support your t-shirt business. They're not going to support your hair care line. I don't even really hear Tisha talking about her hair care line anymore. At one point, she was promoting it every other day. I don't hear her talk about that anymore. Melody is promoting her stuff every day. I don't hear Tisha doing that. You know why? Because it's not a hot commodity. No one cares. Who wants to keep repeating the same thing when nobody cares? No one cares. I promise you with everything in me, nobody cares. But she wants to replicate her so bad. But nobody cares. People got to care and like you in order to support you. And you guys have not got that yet. How you doing, Tay T? Thanks for being here, dear, okay? But that's all I wanted to go through. I will definitely see you guys later for our pop-in. When I saw that, I said I want to just kind of ride and talk and just have a little moment with my caramelians. Just talk a little shit today, because y'all know how it is, y'all. Mondays is just Mondays. The weather is I don't know why it's feeling a little chilly today. I went out to do my power walk today, and oh my God, it was chilly. It was chilly as hell. I was like, why does it feel like winter out this bitch? But anywho, but that's all I had to talk to you guys about. I will definitely see you guys later for our pop-in. I just wanted to vent and talk about that and kind of read Marsau's ass down just a little bit about his mouth and how he continues to come for people who's not sending for him. Okay, we'll send for you at some point, but right now we're not. We're on the bigger and better things. Again, we're not deplorable. We're definitely not foolish. Obviously, we're not broke if we're spending all our money. If we're spending our money, okay, obviously we're not broke individuals, okay? Melody got some people who got good jobs out here that can spend and spend and spend and spend as much as they want to, and that bothers you. You guys are not getting the traffic that you want to get through black. Okay, because that's really your only legit business that y'all got going on. Ain't nobody calling Shote to be building shit over there, because y'all done ran y'all name through the mud down there. Word on the street is ain't nobody really fucking with Shote down there in Huntsville, because they done heard about y'all and all these lawsuits and how y'all be keeping people money. So and I'm just saying, that's word on the streets. Don't fight me, baby, fight the streets. But that's what it is, and that is all. Okay, but that's it, guys. I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for, what is it, 357? Thanks for all 357 in the building. Okay, thank you for the haters in the bushes. Thank y'all for watching as well. Y'all hoes ain't special. Hit the like button, and also if you're joining for the first time, please go ahead and subscribe, okay, to this channel, because as you guys see, it's hot over here. Okay, we got that heat over here, we have the tea over here, and we have a great time, and we drag and act the fool over here as well. Okay, but thank y'all for being here. See you guys later for our pop-in. Okay, I will send out a notification for that a little bit later. Love you guys down. Thank you, mods, for modding, and thank you, my caramelians. See you guys later. Love you guys, and goodbye.